she's got to make just PG-13 a little bit, and we don't swear that much.
We don't swear that much.
And we actually are cohesive. And Gina's like, really? I was like, sweetheart, do you listen to our shows? She was like, no. I said, I understand. I understand.
Come on.
I understand.
Thank you for downloading our recent episode. For more episodes like this, go to movieguyspodcast.podbean.com for more episodes. Enjoy the show.
Man, this movie sucks. We're talking about Red One. Eric, how the hell are you doing tonight?
We're late to the party on this one. It's past the Christmas season. We're late doing a Christmas movie, but why not, right? It's still going. And yeah, there was a lot of promo with this. There was a lot of marketing. There was a lot of buzz around it because this is star power. And yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. I think after watching the trailer, you can kind of guess what's going to happen, and it did. And it did.
I did not, because I'm looking at the poster right now on Wiki, and I'm like thinking, oh, they're advertising this as Guardians of the Galaxy, but Christmas. I mean, look at the poster. Ragtag. You got the big scary bald guy. You got the crazy animal kind of guy. You got the old guy. You got the young hot guy. You got the random Asian girl. Right? I mean, this is Guardians.
It does seem like the poster has it selling a bit more action, a bit more of a team getting together to save Christmas and kick some butt in the middle of it.
Yeah,
but
no.
Kind of
not what I got.
Kind of different movie. And then we talked to Ed about this, and he said he liked this movie.
Who? Oh, Ed. Yeah, Ed said he liked this movie. Okay, so I looked at this director, right? And this guy has made one of my favorite movies, kind of like guilty pleasure movie, right? But dude did Walk Hard, Dewey Cox.
Yes, he did. And did he make that or direct it or
directed, produced it, and he wrote it.
Oh, fantastic!
So that movie's terrible, right? I mean, like the movie's not great, but
he did the Jumanjis as well too, huh?
Right. I mean, like Walk Hard, Dewey Cox is funny. This movie's not. This guy did Orange County with Jack Black. The movie was terrible. Walk Hard. He did Bad Teacher, which was horrible. And then he's done the Jumanji sequel 1 and 2. What's fine, but it's like, my God, like.
It looks like he's done a lot more TV than he has movies.
Yeah, I mean he's done Freaking Geeks, right? He's done. Let's see here,
Californication.
That was a big one.
New Girl. Yeah.
Right. He's also an actor too. He's in he was in Young Rock as well. Like, so no wonder why he got this gig. Also because of and he's also your boy, man. He's born and raised Detroit way, the 313.
Oh man, now I like him.
My God, the 313. This guy.
That's probably why he got J.K. Simmons then.
That's right. He's got J.K. Simmons. Yeah. So just blatantly be honest with you. So I start the movie on Amazon. Probably 15 minutes in, I'm just like, oh, I know the ending. And a movie's really bad for me when halfway through, I am asleep. I fell asleep during the Krampus stuff.
Okay.
My wife had to get up and nudge me and say, wake up, you got to review it tomorrow. And I had to rewind it. This movie, I'm not going to do a poor things here where I'm just going to be rude, but this movie sucks. The storyline sucks. It has nothing. It doesn't add anything to the Santa genre, if that's a thing. It's just a CGI mess. Why is this even a thing? And why are all these big actors even? No, these aren't big actors. These are washed-up actors.
No, I wouldn't say that. These are people who are working. And listen, the budget of the movie probably was all spent half on the actors and half on the CGI. The budget, it says estimated 350 million. That's not right.
No, on Wiki it says 200 to 250 million. That's still
This
ridiculous.
usually includes after marketing. So cost of the movie, and then obviously to do promo for it as well too, ads and all that stuff. But again, this is Amazon money. What's that to them?
No, yeah, this movie's pissed me off. Like it really has. Um, okay, so one of the things I thought about, right, is that I just made something up in the show and also with my head with the Santa genre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have all these different kind of Santa Christmas movies, right? And the one I'm referring to is this having Santa himself in it. A movie that I can think of recently that I've seen that we all know that was new to the Santa genre, what would be the Santa Claus, right? That was something new with Tim Allen, where anybody can be Santa Claus, right? That's something new, right? And
Mm-hmm. It was a
Santa
fun
Claus
take.
falls off. Right, Santa Claus falls off the roof. He becomes Santa Claus. Now you have a whole year of shenanigans. You're going to get fat for no reason. You're going to get a beard. Ha ha ha. This is great, right? This adds nothing to it. Like this is like I don't know. This is like the fourth Santa Claus movie.
Yeah. In that same part of those types of movies, like the Santa Claus or Elf, and there's probably a bunch of others, it all seems to start the same way. There's a non-believer, someone
Always a non-believer.
who's lost the spirit of Christmas. Oh, Santa Claus isn't real. Oh, Christmas is a bah humbug. This time for goodwill towards man and being merry and joy and all this other stuff. And
Sure.
not for me. Get it out of here. And as the movie progresses, more and more you see their heart going three sizes that day. And
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. Chris Evans is a young boy, not Chris Evans yet, who's at his uncle's house. It's Christmas Eve, and he wants to prove to all the kids that Santa's not real. So he opens up the closet to show the kids that these are your Christmas presents. And then the uncle, I'll give him credit, right? He kicks all the kids out. He talks to the young Chris Evans kid, and he's just like, hey, yes, those are Christmas presents, but those are not Santa presents. Right? That's a good thing. It's a good thing Uncle did.
He rebounded as well as he could.
So I'm watching the scene, and all of a sudden it cuts to that right to Chris Evans. I'm like, okay, this kid's Chris. What is adult Chris Evans doing here? He's a con artist? Like what? I mean, like he's walking in the park. He's going to distract, but he wants to. He's. Oh, hold on, I'm lost my train of thought. So he's in the park, and he has in his phone this woman who's doing yoga. So he's going to create a distraction to steal her stuff to get something.
Yeah. What's his name?
Chris
Jack,
Evans?
Jack O'Malley, is that what his name?
They should have just called him Jack Frost at that point.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
come on, go crazy with this.
he's like a hacker finder thing. I think they alluded in the beginning with young Jack that he could find anything, and that's what his career is. That he's this black hat hacker who can retrieve anything, find anyone for the right price. And
What
he
is a
works.
black
He looks freelance. There's a black hat hacker and there's a white hat hacker. There's hackers that hack for bad and hackers that hack for good.
So he's a black hat hacker, so that means he's hacking for bad.
Okay. It's not necessarily. It's like it's more like nefarious reasons. It can be malicious, maybe not by intent, but they're not trying to improve anything. They're trying to get things for themselves or for whoever's paying for it.
So then the hackers that took down Sony 10 years ago, those were white hats?
You talking about for the fappening?
I don't know.
Or are you talking about
Sure.
or the people who took off Sony PlayStation, the network?
Yeah, the PlayStation Network, yeah.
You have the vigilantes, and those would be classified more often as a black hat hacker. People who are, even though they think they're doing good, it's
Gotcha.
not the right way of going about it, but I appreciate it all the way. Like, what's it, like Anonymous?
So while this is going on, though, we get whisked in the. Okay, so this is where I get a little irritated. So we live in a world where the government is cool with Santa, right? We get to J.K. Simmons, who is the real Santa in the mall. The Rock is his bodyguard. You know, these kids want to be with Santa, and then it's cool. We're gonna go with B bombers, escort him out of. What are we doing here? Like the military's escorting Santa? This is a thing. He's cool with the president. Is he cool with China's president? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Is this a thing?
this is really where it starts. It starts jumping real early.
It jumps the sleigh pretty quick.
Yeah, it certainly does. Just because, yeah, you're telling me that in this world, Santa and not just Santa, but other mythological creatures are known in the world's government.
But
Everyone
not to the
knows,
people.
but not to the people. Well, it depends on the people. Apparently, those pilots know. Apparently, the guy who's at air traffic control, fly safe, Santa, take off.
Why?
Apparently, he knows. He's telling me that he's not going home and telling his kids about it.
You know, with this crazy idea, I would be in the writers' room, Eric, and I would say, "Hey, here's an idea. Why doesn't Santa and his mythical people be in Area 51 since the government's involved? Why not at this point?"
They say that. I believe Lucy Liu's character.
Oh,
Remember?
I did not know
Oh,
that.
you're probably falling asleep at that
I
point.
probably false.
When she
She
first
says that.
brings in Jack for questioning, and he's all, what's going on? What? This is real?
Hmm.
And she's escorting out the Headless Horseman because they're questioning all the usual suspects
Oh, I
after
saw that. Yeah,
Santa has disappeared. She says, take the head back to Area 53. Oh, you
yeah,
don't
she
know.
said that.
You don't know about
Thank
Area
you.
53.
Thank you for bringing that up. We will talk about that right now because I don't want to jump ahead too much, but I do want to say that that is literally stupid. Why would you bring in the headless horseman? That has nothing to do with Christmas. Are you saying like that there is a mythical world, Harry Potter, where humans don't know, but the government knows? And the headless horseman's real, Frankenstein's monster's real. Like, is that what we're saying? Because that's really stupid.
Maybe not Frankenstein, but yeah, the organization is called MORA, MORA, Mythological Oversight and Restoration Authority.
God, this reminds me of
And
that
Lucy Liu
one.
is the director.
Another movie that I would give a bag of kernels to. That this is the category. This is R.I.P.D. Because
Oh,
that's exactly what this is.
yeah, good call. I understand completely that it's trying to pander to family friendly, and it feels like it's just trying too hard.
Because it doesn't know what it wants to
It,
be.
it feels like
So
a bunch of people who don't have kids and rarely see their family were tasked with making a movie about family.
I had a real bad joke. I won't say it. So here's the big plot, right? J.K. Simmons, who in my opinion can only play one character only. You know what character that is?
What, J.K. Simmons?
Yeah, he can only play one character.
Are you talking about Not My Tempo, or are you talking about Spider Man?
I'm talking about Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Um, but J. Jonah Jameson here is a thinner Santa who is working out, and he's best friends with Dwayne Johnson, and his character's name is what? Um, Calcium? No, Callium.
Callum
Callium Drift,
Callum Drift.
and they I call it Calcium because his name's Calcium.
You're enjoying your
I just
jokes more than you are the movie.
I know. So Cal is J.K. Simmons, Santa's head bodyguard, best friend, hot, big time bodyguard. Of course, he would be this, and
I
all of
believe
a sudden,
he's to correct you, he's, what did they say, the commander of ELF.
my silence has proven my point. He's the commander of ELF. So are they saying that The Rock is an elf? He's a very, very big elf.
I'm not an elf. It's ELF.
Elf.
Oh, is that what that spells? Thank you, Jordan. Yeah.
So all
Oh man, I would not have figured that out if it wasn't.
no. God, this movie sucks. So why we're getting the bromance of Dwayne Johnson and J.K. Simmons. There's this group of all dressed in white people. We don't know who they are, right? And they break through this imaginary dome, right? And all of a sudden, Santa's kidnapped, and this is where the insanity really. I mean, is this a Rock movie? At
Yeah,
this point, like,
yeah, I guess. Well, that and it's the North Pole obviously lives in the same Wakanda dome that T'Challa was in,
good,
and
good reference.
you say that that J.K. Simmons might just play one character, but man, no worse than The Rock. The Rock can
Do me,
play The Rock, and it's become really hard to watch him in any role right now.
do me a favor, and I'm not trying to make this long, because my wife and I were talking about this. Give me a large bag. Give me two movies that are a large bag where The Rock is the star.
The
I am
Star?
I implore you to give me two.
Oh boy,
Uh, it's
oh boy.
maybe Pain and Gain, but he's not the star.
That's right. I was trying to think Be Cool. He's not the star in that one.
Not the star.
I don't think
And that
I
movie,
wouldn't give that a large bag anyway.
that's not a large either. Neither's Pain and Gain. This guy,
The
I
other
don't think he,
guys, but he's
but
not.
he was in it
And he
for 10 minutes.
died. Yeah,
All right, that's his best role.
aim for the bushes.
So The Rock is our Schwarzenegger and Stallone, right? I mean, he does not make good movies.
No, he does not, and I think that's why him and Vin Diesel had that huge drama with Fast and Furious is because
Right.
Vin was basically saying that like, hey, I'm carrying your career, and Rock's like, no man, I'm huge and big by myself, but like I think his highest grossing movie to date is Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's
Oh
not
no,
run
it's
down.
Moana, I guess would be right now too, but that's if you
That's
want
a
to count
voice
that.
act, and yeah. Okay, so The Rock is doing what The Rock does, right? I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson doesn't mean called The Rock, but Dwayne Johnson does what he always does, and he's doing death-defying moves, jumping over buildings, not a parachute, don't care, right? Just trying to save Santa, but it was all a ploy because Santa's actually in a plane being flown away, and it's like, oh, geez, let me guess, what kind of villain is this gonna be, right? Well, this villain has a really terrible name. She's the Winter Witch, Lila.
Shh, don't say her name.
That's right. Don't say it. Right? Garila?
Yep, something like that.
Is she a real thing? I'm going to click her name on Wikipedia. Is this a
Yes,
real mythical person?
yes, it is Icelandic. She's an ogre
It
with like
is.
what 13 kids or something like that. And by the way, this is Sheridan Shipka's third movie of ours. She got the. Did I get it? Kiernan.
Shannon, who?
Kiernan Shipka. Kiernan Shipka, the girl, the woman who plays Gryla. This is our third movie with her. She's getting the golden headphones. Congratulations, Kiernan. Check the mail.
She Twisters and Long Legs. Who was she in Long Legs?
Yeah, she was the girl in the insane asylum.
Oh,
She
who
had
was she in
she
Twisters?
was short hair. She died in the first 10 minutes. She was
She
one of
was
the
she part
girls.
of the first group.
Yeah, yeah.
She's in a new movie called The Last Showgirl. Are you serious?
Is that with Pam Anderson?
Yes, and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she's working. I like her. I think she's a great actress.
Yeah, she's getting there. I mean, she's not there yet, but yeah, golden headphones for her. All carriers. I saw that movie. Okay, so she is the Winter Witch. This is a real thing. What's her real name? Because you're better at words in me.
I think it's Gryla. Gryla or Grilla?
Gryla. And I'm just going to do the first two sentences on Wiki. Is a monstrous entity who lives in the wilderness of Iceland. The name is first assessed in medieval sources. So that's who she is. What's her MO? I'm just, does she just like kidnaps kids or something, or I don't know.
She would, let's see what, tour the world on winter nights asking for charity for her sons. Legend has it that if she was denied the charity, her sons would enter the dwelling and cause mischief until the owner begged Greta to retrieve them.
So here's the problem. You're introducing Krampus, you're introducing Gryla into the. Nobody knows who these people are. Okay, you and I know who Krampus is in Germans. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you introducing her as the bad? Because the movie did one thing that I didn't think that it was. I thought the movie was going to be, oh my God, the bad guy is, Lucy Liu, right? It's because it's always that, right? Like it's always like
kind of a thing.
It's always I want to be the Santa, right? Like that's where I think this was going. Why would you do a Winter Witch? Because her plot is stupid. Tell me if I'm wrong on her plot. She feels that people are naughty, so she wants to put them in snow globes. She wants to Thanos people.
Yeah, our first big dilemma here is that Callum, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, wants to retire as the commander of ELF because he's lost his spirit.
He's lost his Christmas spirit.
And he confides in Red, in Santa Claus, that this year is the first year where the naughty list has now overtaken the nice list. And have you seen it down there? I just don't like it. And it shows that big mall scene in the beginning where all the adults are kind of being selfish and rude to each other. And yeah, Gryla's main thing is she wants to put fear into people to make it so that, like, hey, scare them into being nice again, I guess. Like, people are being bad is because there's no repercussion for their actions. Well, they're not afraid of being mean anymore. Now, I will make them afraid, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure in lore that's Krampus's job.
I believe that's Krampus's job, which Krampus doesn't. Well, we'll get into him, but how does Chris Evans get into this? Well, he is part of a hacker group like we've established, that was hired by another hacker group for the Winter Witch to find the location of the North Pole. This plot reminded me of the plot of Live Free, Die Hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just, like this is Justin Long, the hacker that actually is a part of a big thing,
Kevin Smith.
That's what it seemed like to me. So Lucy Liu grabs him, and they start questioning him. Hey, what do you know? Hey, here we go. Standard plot. He clearly doesn't know what's going on, meaning Chris Evans, Lucy Liu says. So The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, we're going to tag you up with Chris Evans to go on an adventure of shenanigans to figure out who and why kidnapped Santa Claus.
Oh, but these two don't get along. We're an unlikely pair.
Oh, geez. Where was Kevin Hart in this? He should have been the polar bear.
No
Finally,
kidding.
he would have been 6 feet.
He was filming Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Yeah, there you go. Who is this polar bear? Why is this a thing? Who's the polar bear? Nobody knows.
Second in command, I guess. Is
it a voice actor that we would know?
I don't know. I don't think I see it on the casting list. At least not in the top. On the top 20.
So it's nobody that we would know.
No. Give me a moment. I could check it up, but I'm willing to say no.
Nobody. Why is Nick Grohl in top billing here too? Because he's terrible in this movie. Nick Kroll is absolutely horrible in this movie. What I mean is, So Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans do a little bit of shenanigans. They go to the Bahamas area, right, and they find the hacker that hired Chris Evans to find blah 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 blah, and it's Nick Kroll. And Nick Kroll does this horrible acting where if you say Gryla's name, she possesses your body, and he does this weird face thing, and he cracks his head. It's just he looks terrible. It's a bad acting job. And it's the same thing, right? Like I'm come for your souls kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, he gets
bad.
possessed, and I think it's just
Oh,
because he's just a silly character.
oh God. And then the movie's so predictable, right? Nick Kroll gets done being possessed, right? And this truck comes, right? And then my wife, before they even come out, looks at me and says, I bet there's snowmen. There's snowmen. Monstrous snowmen are fighting.
With a corn pop pipe and carrots and a top hat.
Oh my God. This movie sucks. It
Yeah,
just,
yeah, and they're running around with these jacked snowmen fighting. A little action scene, of course, per Rock's contract. And it turns out all you need to do to get rid of them is just take the carrot nose off of them, and then they melt immediately.
which is really stupid because we have a scene of The Rock or Chris Evans putting the snowman's face on a grill,
Yeah,
a hot flame grill.
blows them up with a propane tank.
Nothing.
I think
But
that blew them up because the carrot, but whatever. There's three of them. It doesn't matter.
This is when they get to Krampus, and this is where I fell asleep. I saw the Krampus character, and I was like, Krampus is supposed to be scary, is he not?
Well, yeah, he's kind of like the anti-Christmas.
But in folklore, he tags along with Santa though, doesn't he not? In the German whatever you want, right?
Yeah, but in the new interpretation of Krampus, he's kind of like half goat. This almost like the antithesis of Santa, right? Of what
Right.
you would think because Santa's just big and jolly and happy and doing his job, spreading presents and joy in the Christmas spirit. Krampus is cold, dark, and he's scary looking. Fangs, horns, hooves, tail, and giving you coal and I think what does it say? Switches here? Alright, so things to beat you with.
It's so
It's
bad.
not a Nintendo Switch.
No. Oh my God, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And this person is I'm can't imagine that it's pleasant to stay in all that makeup. I can't pronounce his name. Christopher
we've seen him
Hivju.
before.
Oh boy, I've seen him a few different times. He's popular for me from Game of Thrones. He plays Tormund.
Okay.
But he was also in Cocaine Bear. He was in The New Thing, 2011. He was in Force Majeure, which I have seen. That's a kind of a weird movie. Not the Will Ferrell remake, the original. So
Okay. So, but Rock and Chris Evans goes to visit Krampus because they're like, "Hey, we're gonna need help, right?" And again, did I fall asleep? But uh, Krampus is Santa's brother in this world.
adopted,
Uh,
yes.
Adopted brothers. They're not brothers.
I mean, they're brothers.
Nah, brothers from another mother. And this is where we get the magical imprisoning of the snow globe. And oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be professional because I want a dog on this so bad.
No, I get you, and I'm sure that the people who made this movie were trying to be professional too.
Okay, so I guess I just
Yeah. So, what was it? Oh, so how they do this is they go to Krampus because they're trying to find a lead. They don't know where Gryla is keeping Santa, who, by the way, she is sucking his energy, his Christmas magic out of him so that she can power this duplicating machine to make more of these snow globes that will entrap the world of the naughty people. She's cloning a whole bunch of them and then she's going to give them out on Christmas, so that when they touch the globe, they are trapped in the globe.
The whole world. She's going to give the whole world the
I think she
globes.
said the naughty list.
So her
So
plot's Thanos.
yeah, basically
Okay.
balanced,
Terrible plan.
just like everything should be. And oh yeah, and her and Krampus were also lovers. Anyway,
That's stupid. Yes.
gotta throw that in there, by the way, too, just for the jokes, right?
Hmm.
Before all this, when Chris Evans is being first interrogated by Lucy Liu at the beginning of the movie, when she recruits him, brings him in, and he's still being kind of in disbelief about everything, she puts a tracker on him.
She puts a tracker on
Puts
him.
a
That's right.
tracker
You
on
got
a
to put a
big thing.
tracker.
So,
Hmm.
fast forward to this part where they are out of the Krampus encounter, which again was a bit long and extended. There was a lot of mythological characters there, all crow people and goat people and whatever. Just costumes making it fun for kids. Sure, hellhounds, and there was already one attempt for Grella to do like a test run. She wanted to start at the
Hmm.
top of the list with, Aaron Ableton or whatever, someone at the top of the list with a bunch of A's. And
Hmm.
he gets some guy in a Porsche double parks in a handicap spot.
Right.
Yeah. And he's the first victim, and it went on unsuccessfully. He got trapped in the globe, but the globe was supposed to come back. And so she said for the next test, I know exactly who
Yeah.
to put the test on. And the test would be on Chris Evans, again, Jack O'Malley, and his son. Because remember, in this movie at the start, we get to see that he is also a deadbeat dad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he has a teenage son that calls him and is like, "Hey, Dad, you coming to my thing?" "No, I can't. I'm busy." "You never come to my things, man." Oh my God, I must have fallen asleep because I'm seeing in Wiki that they free the imprisoned Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, that comes later on. So,
Oh, okay, okay,
so again, they leave Krampus. They see the globe
right,
in the middle of the road type of thing. And while Callum, the Rock, is inspecting that globe, Chris Evans gets a call from his son
right.
saying, hey, I understand you don't have to be here, but you don't have to send me gifts either. He's like, what? I didn't send you any gifts. And that's when he realized that
It's a
his son
snow
was
globe.
sent the snow globe. Son touches the snow globe and, goes into the snow globe, and then he gets teleported back to Gryla, wherever she's holding that. Chris Evans says, "Oh my God, I gotta save my son!" And so he grabs the snow globe that's in front of him that Callum was inspecting, and he says, "You gotta find me!" And then he gets in the snow globe, transported back. Now, luckily, why this is all relevant is because Chris Evans, still has a tracker on him. So Callum gets a hold of Zoe, who's Lucy Liu, and says, "Hey, here's what happened. Run the tracker." Oh, oh my goodness! He's at the North Pole. They weren't
Yeah, but
hiding. They've been there
no,
the call's been inside the house the entire time.
nice. I thought the same thing. Oh my God, they're in the basement, right? Yeah, yeah. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's okay for Chris Evans to be in the naughty list, but are we also saying that the movie's telling us that his son's a jerk too?
No, I think his son's PO'd that he's got a deadbeat dad. That he right
But why is
because
that the naughty list though?
he's not on the naughty list.
Yeah, yes, he's in the snow globe. They said that anybody that gets the snow globe and gets put into the snow globe is on the naughty list, bud.
I think Gryla was just doing that because she knew who was chasing him. But
Ah,
you know what? You're right, because I maybe have missed that too, because I think he was being picked up from school by Chris Evans because of the naughty things that he had done. Right? He had
oh
done some
yeah.
things, and again, doesn't matter. Who cares?
No, who cares? Why does he have a son? I don't know. There's no reason for him to have a son. Why is he a hacker? I don't know.
It's to show
He
that
is a
he's
hack.
a deadbeat and that he can change, kind of a thing. But it showed
Yeah.
the mom, who's the waitress in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Mary
Hmm.
Elizabeth Ellis. Basically, he says that they hooked up. They were never married. They were never together. There was just a one night stand that turned into an oopsie baby, and that's
Oopsie baby.
yeah,
I like that.
that's how that happened. So
Yeah.
yeah, and he never really turned out, and he obviously does some therapy with The Rock a little bit, saying, oh well, if I figure I just distance myself, then he'll never be disappointed because he'll never have to look up to. Blah, blah. Rock's like, well, how's that working
Yeah.
out for you? And
They working out to you for well, right? Yeah. And then we get a big fight right at the end, right?
oh yeah, well, there's a bunch of silly stuff in there. Like I remember when The Rock called Mrs. Claus codename Partridge, and
Oh, I do remember that. So that's partridge in a pear tree. Yeah. Okay. 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 I remember that.
and they
Okay.
were
Thank.
supposed to check in, and it's played by Bonnie Hunt, who was talking about cookies, and
Bonnie Hunt.
she says that oh, I'm just sitting here waiting for my
Oh, that's Mrs. Claus.
yeah, waiting for my red to return. I'm just making here some what kind of cookies? The macarons or and okay, over and out. And then The Rock's just like, that's not her. Santa doesn't like those cookies. He likes chocolate chip and snickerdoodles.
Thank you. Yes. So that is Miss. Okay. So I know exactly who she is then. Okay. Um, she was in A Bug's Life. Okay, girl.
She's in Jumanji.
She's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, she's in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I think she had her own
Okay.
show for a while too.
She did. Good for her. Yeah, no wonder why she looked familiar to me. Yeah, because she looked familiar to me in the movie, and I was like, why do I know this? Okay, so that's Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Partridge.
Yes. You got it. Welcome to the review, Jordan.
I'm not in it. Look, big guy. I fell asleep at Krampus, but I woke up at the end.
And
I
you
mean, like
didn't
this.
miss a thing.
No, no. I'm gonna go harsh on towards the end here. So we get the okay. So what I know is that they free Mrs. Claus. Oh my God, the scroll is shape shifting. Here we go. Right, that's where we're at this point. You like that reference? And we get into what's Gryla's true form, the CGI old woman from Snow White that has tentacles.
Two tails.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
I think
CG
it
said
was,
we could?
I thought it was more to play to the joke that Krampus had said earlier, talking about his ex, and like, oh, she was gorgeous. She was, this 18-foot tall ogre, and she had two huge tails. You'd think instead of tails, he was going to say something else because his hands were motioning to the upper part, but. So I don't, who knows? That's just the character design.
Right. No, I mean, like this movie's a CGI mess. Look, blah blah blah. Right. I mean, like she becomes her true form. She has two tails. I'm gonna say tentacles, whatever. Right. Of course, she gets defeated. Right. The bad guys get defeated, and then Santa, which drove me absolutely batshit crazy, where Santa's free. And he has enough time to deliver presents, and the movie gives us nothing but green screen of him changing from human size to Tim Burton's Oompa Loompa size with that color suit, going down chimneys and just throwing mini presents and them growing big. Oh my God, this is cringy. This is horrible. Like, Santa's not fat, he's fit. You know what I'm referring to about the Hoopa Loopa thing, dude?
Oh yeah,
like
I know what you're talking about.
he looks terrible. He's going through chimneys, being small, being big, throwing presents. Here you go.
That's kind of the magic that Callum had as well too. Is that he could just click his heels and he would shrink to elf size. I guess you want to talk about that. And he has his magic wristband. His magic plot fixing wristband
Right.
bracer or whatever you want to call it that can turn toys into real items and vice versa, or also make him super strong.
Like a snowmobile.
Yeah. The
Oh,
snowmobile
dude, this is bad.
or the Matchbox car or the Rock'em Sock robots or the rubber chicken. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I was calm throughout the whole show because I wanted to be. I wanted to be professional, but I'm getting to the end now where I'm not professional. Like parkour Santa. I didn't ask for this, right? And then they get back on this. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about the reindeer. How the reindeer were just gargantuan reindeer, right?
Those are actual, poured in my notes here, Megaloceros, an extinct reindeer that was used to pull Santa's sleigh, also known as the Irish elk or giant deer. It's larger than a common moose.
Okay, well those things were bigger than a moose, man.
Average tall, yeah, they were massive. Yeah, it says they averaged 6.5 to 7 feet tall, which I no, they were all probably close to double that.
Right, right. And then they're somehow transporting Santa on the Rainbow Road, and this is where I get the moment, right? Where I thought the movie was going to go one direction for 1 second, right? We have the scene, right? Set the scene. They're on the sleigh. The sun's coming up, right? Chris Evans and his son are bonding, right? They're happy, right? And then The Rock looks over, and then he sees young Chris Evans in that party. He's like, Santa, I get the magic
He's
again.
got the magic.
And I look at my wife and I go, okay, one of two things are going to happen. True story. I said, one of two things are going to happen. Number one, he's going to say, Santa, I think I found your next security guy, Chris Evans.
Okay.
Or B, I have a change of heart now. I see the magic, and I'm going to continue to be your security guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The movie would have been more fun if Chris Evans became the security guy because he has no qualifications to be a security guy, just like he has no qualifications for anything else in this movie. So why not make him the security guy?
Yeah, or at least part of the ELF.
Part of it, yeah, part of the elf. So I've been good. I'm not getting my popcorn rating yet. I've been good, but here come the gloves.
Yeah, yeah.
The gloves are
You've
off.
been on the nice list. Now it's time to get on the naughty list.
This movie sucks. Everybody in this movie sucks. The acting sucks. The CG sucks. The script sucks. The director sucks. I mean, my God, this is horrible. This is bag of kernels category. I upped our reviews, right? So part of the new year, I decided to kind of revamp what our popcorn ratings were
Oh,
on our site.
okay.
And I'm going on it now, and it says right here that a bag of kernels, this movie has to be one of the worst movies ever made. A bag of kernels is not given often, but when it does, it means something is terribly wrong with the entire movie. Compare that to a no bag, where a no bag is this movie really stunk up the room, not a fun movie to watch at all. A no bag is a bad rating, but there's one more that's worse. I mean, like, kind of okay. Let's go up, break this down, Eric. A bag of kernels. This movie has to be one of the worst movies ever made. This movie's terrible. You're never gonna watch this again.
I'm never gonna watch this again.
A bag of kernels is not given often, but when it does, it means that something is terribly wrong with the entire movie. Eric, it takes a lot for me to fall asleep in a movie.
Yeah, but this is probably one of those perfect movies to fall asleep in.
I mean, you have everything that should not go wrong. You have a big cast. You have a director that has been proven to be at least stupid movies, right?
Okay.
J.K. Simmons as Santa sounds like a good idea. Rock as his elf bodyguard sounds like a great idea. But all he did was just wear a red and green suit. No ears, no elf ears. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, not
I mean, and sell it.
the
Go with it.
traditional Santa there, right?
Yeah, just go with it. Have fun with it. Right? I mean, like, make this Guardians, but Christmas time. I mean, look at the darn poster, man. Chris Evans looks like Star-Lord.
I don't think there was any ho ho hoing in this movie at all.
Not a single ho ho ho. Right? I just you have these mythical creatures. I guess what really pissed me off a lot too was that the American government is aware of Santa and is cool with it. That's why he can give these presents. So is he cool with every like governing body in the world? So could he cause world peace? Could he?
I think he tries to by giving out presents. But there's the other
Right.
part too is that like it seems like to me that the word would get out from parents. Like, well, I didn't get Bobby this present. Did you? I said, no,
No.
I didn't get it. It says from Santa. It's like, oh, geez, well, who? Maybe Santa. Like, there has to be some talk to be like, hey, is your kid getting random gifts from Santa? Like, I didn't buy candy for the stocking, and it's just I was there the next day. I don't like. Did you? He's like, oh, well, better not question it. Let's just keep on going around it, and then everyone's just being dicks to each other and not thinking like, huh, I was really naughty this year. I didn't get any candy cane. Oh well, must have been just a fluke. Must have just fell into the wrong chimney. Like, word passes around, and I would think that gets yeah, whatever.
I'm laughing.
Look at me
hysterical.
complaining at this part of the movie. It's been like, Santa's real. The government says so.
Oh my God. I could.
This is my
your
Alex
expla-
Jones part of the podcast here.
Your explanation's hilarious. I get to see you or Sarah or my wife and I, or just your stereotypical suburban couple. That's just like, did you give the little one this gift? No. Did you get them this gift? No. Then who the bleep gave the kid the gift?
Yeah.
You just
What?
spit out.
Honey, the doors are locked. Like, did you sure? Like,
Going up.
we don't have a chimney. I don't even know how. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. I mean, everything that could go wrong with this movie went wrong. This movie is just a CGI fest of nonsense. And I was really hopeful, right? Because the trailers made me think that this was something that it wasn't. The plot's really bad. The bad guy's really bad. It's a stupid plot. You know, why?
So, what are you gonna give it then?
Bag of Kernels. I
Okay.
told you this morning I was going to give this a bag of Kernels. This goes in this list, and the list of bag of Kernels is growing exponentially. The bag of Kernels that we've have so far, and even put that on the site too. You can click on the reviews of bag of Kernels. This goes in with the category of Midsummer, Meg 2, Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, Fast X, Songbird, and Halloween Ends. I mean, like, this doesn't even deserve a bag of butter. This is crap. Not happy. I'm so pissed off. I put this on the schedule, but everybody talked about it, and we had to do it.
I am a bit
I'm pissed off.
forgiving on the other part of it.
Stop it.
So that's why it's getting a large bag, Jordan. Anyway,
No, it's not.
the reason
You're
why
gonna give it a no bag. I know you are.
no, I'm actually gonna give this a small. And I'll give you a few reasons why.
You're giving this a small?
I'm telling you right now why. One, it
Okay.
is such a generic Christmas movie that it just plays safe the entire time, right? It's silly and it's make believe, and that's what it's supposed to be. This movie is not for you and me. This movie, I think, is for the 8-year-old who likes to watch Marvel movies, but no Marvel movies are out, or at least not in a rating that they can watch, and so they get to watch this one instead in place of it. Oh, it's Captain America. Oh, it's Black Adam right there, on the screen. I think that's what this is. Again, this movie doesn't harm anything, nor does it push the line or envelope on anything either. The CGI is there, and that's for the reason. That's because it is for a younger audience, okay? This is like the Jar Jar Binks of Christmas movies, where it is not for us, but there is an audience for it. I'm not going to watch this movie again. There are 10 other Christmas movies that I would watch before this, before I even mention this to get on my list. Funny enough, this is J.K. Simmons' second time playing Santa. The first one, a way better movie, was Klaus on Netflix. And I would recommend that movie 10 times before this one, and I would watch that one again. I choked up more than once in that movie. I didn't at this one at all. I was probably slogging through it just as hard as you were, trying to stay awake during it. I don't like how J.K. Simmons didn't do any, or the Santa in this one didn't do any ho-ho-hoing. Instead, he does like a large Kamehameha for his reindeer a few different times, which is like, I don't even know what you just said. I don't want to rewind it. I don't want to find out. I don't care. I think the mythological creatures is a fun part of it, but like you could have thrown a little bit more in there to make it like more immersive in the world. Like instead of having Lucy Liu just being just some random Charlie's Angel walking around being like, "Oh yeah, I'm the director." Have her be a mythological character, right? Have her be like some sort of, I don't know, like a fairy or nymph or something like that, a tooth fairy. You know,
Have her be the bad guy. That's what you should do in this kind of movie.
I think that would make it too
It's already too obvious, bud.
not even too obvious, but just too much. Like it's supposed to, that would make it not as simple as a story. Simple as heck. Okay, that's the
Yeah.
bad guy. Okay, there's Cobra. Here's GI Joe. GI Joe's fighting Cobra. Roll credits. Go home. Good night. That's
Roll credits.
yeah. That's flat out what that is. So that's the only reason why I'm giving this a small bag because listen, I'm not there is a lot wrong with this, but the 8-year-old watching this is not going to see it the same way we do, and
Right.
I think that would be different if I was watching it like Ed with young boys who were probably kind of in maybe asking questions. It's an engaging part of it. I get that, but again. I would say that there's probably many other Christmas movies to watch. Like you said, The Santa Claus is probably way better to watch with the family than this, just because I hate The Rock, man.
Oh, I hate The Rock so much. Like I wish The Rock was The Rock. He does not look like The Rock. You know I'm a hardcore wrestling fan. This guy is not the same guy that he was in the 90s.
I
Like this is
want
a
to like
different
him.
guy.
I want to like The Rock. I really do. I no. I listen. I do. I feel like he's trying to do like this whole family thing, and he's trying to be a nice guy. But I hear stories about him just not being nice, and not even charitable. I hear he goes to restaurants, and he'll bring his own food. Obviously, because he's on a strict diet. I understand that, but then he'll like gets a backlash about saying like, no, I'm not going to do this. No photos that go in the back. There's he's apparently just kind of like a sour person, but when the cameras are on him,
Yeah.
he switches into character. When he
Wait.
is in backstage, if he's talking to you or I, he'll be probably curt and short with us and just be like, I don't,
Thank you.
The Rock don't care, kind of a thing. What does he say?
Right.
Shut your jabroni ass up, kind of a thing. But
Right.
as soon as we put the IG live on him, he's gonna start singing "You're Welcome."
I, I, I'm again. You having me laughing this episode because you just said that The Rock goes to restaurants, but he brings his own food. Then what's the point of going to the restaurant?
You didn't know that? That's
No. Why would
Sorry.
you? Why would you do that?
he goes with other people. Let's say he's going like on a work meeting or with family or something like that.
So he brings a salad. What the?
Yeah,
that's
he'll
illegal,
bring,
is it not? You
he
can't
brings
do
like
that.
like a half a chicken or something like chicken salad.
You
and
can't do
and
that.
And he goes, "Hey, can you just heat this up?" You're right. You're not supposed to do that. And then there's been times from the stories that I've that where a chef will be like, "No, we can't do this. We can make you a chicken.
Right.
We can do a grilled salmon." And he's just like, "Nope, I don't want. I'll
No, I
just."
don't.
It's like, "Sir, we really can't." And there's been controversy over that before. It was the big reason why he didn't want to do, or why they didn't do hot ones.
Oh, he has not done hot ones, has he?
Yeah, and there was an interview
because
with
they make the chicken.
Sean Evans, right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Where he had said that we reached out to him and they were going to do it. Instead of doing chicken, they were going to do spicy salmon bites.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But for whatever reason, scheduling, I don't know.
Screw The Rock. Like I'm gonna. How about this? Because you and I can go on rants, right?
Yeah.
And for the sake of the show and for our audience, we won't go on a rant. But I will end the show on this, right? Screw The Rock, right? I mean, like Hot Ones is a huge show. It's really going to boost you up, and you're going to be that guy that says, "I'm not going to eat chicken wings. I'm going to have salmon bites." Okay, Weird Al. I love Weird Al. He's fun, right? He's a fun guy, right?
Yeah.
I completely look at him differently when he did Hot Ones because he did vegan, plant-based fake chicken.
Sure. But it's not about it's about the sauce, right? Not about the.
But I'm just like, but here's my point though. It's like, why? You're going on a chicken wing show. just don't go on the show.
It's not called Hot Wings. It's called Hot Ones.
But you know what I mean. It's like it's just this makes me hate this guy even
What sort
more.
of thing is my bag, baby?
That pisses me off.
I just feel like the character is tired. It's over.
Yeah, it's done.
You find something else. I feel like it's not genuine anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think someone like Dave Bautista is getting more roles just because he's doing serious roles. As he already did Drax, right? He already did something that is recognizable for the family and for the kids. He already did that one that one, child movie. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. The one where they're in a cabin, they kill everybody. There's children in that.
There's another one where he's like the big protector guy, and he's supposed to be watching the little girl, kind of a thing. Either way, but it seems like hitting the beat for all these wrestlers that do this. Hulk Hogan did it. John Cena did it. The Rock has done it. Right? Dave Bautista has done it. A lot of these same big brooding types. It seems like Arnold Schwarzenegger has done it. That if you're not doing action to try to do this family kids role, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It works for John Cena, I think, because he seems to be a guy that can make fun of himself, a guy who doesn't mind losing a fight, whereas The Rock is got too much pride invested into this fake character. But
you're right because The Rock would not be Peacemaker, 100%.
Yeah.
100% The Rock would not. No, look, at the end of the day, you give this a small. I do not agree with you at all. I am more, I base my reviews mostly off of emotion. As you and the audience knows, this movie made me mad, physically mad. This movie made me fall asleep. Not happy with this movie at all. This is a bag of kernels for me. This is crap. I don't recommend this to anybody. You give it a small for your reasons, and that's cool. That's cool. We don't agree on this, but this movie's garbage, complete garbage. It just makes me mad. But what doesn't make me mad is when you, the listener, downloads our episodes. You like that?
Oh, yeah. I love it because it doesn't make me mad either, Jordan.
It doesn't. You weren't even paying attention.
Makes me very happy.
You weren't paying attention. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can check us out at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com or, of course, wherever you get your podcast from. I heard we're on Spotify, so check us out on there, right? And thank you so much, Eric, for joining me. And we'll be back next Thursday for another awesome episode. Have a good night.
Okay, so these are based around movies that had to be in the 80s. Not to say that that their existence didn't happen before the 80s, but either way, are you ready?
Yes. These are movie monsters that became big in the 80s, if you will, right?
Yeah, they get talked about. Okay.
All right, let's do it, bud. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I even came up with some extras just in case if you just want to be like, you know what, scratch it. I got 2 extras to be like, get them off the list.
Fair enough.
Okay, first one, Cujo.
Out of 10, huh? Cujo. Cujo's not scary, right? I mean, maybe he is, right? Because anytime I see a big dog, like a Great Dane or something like that, I kind of take a step back a little bit, But this is Jaws with a dog, essentially. That's what the movie became, right?
Basically, pretty much.
And we'll go with 8 with Cujo.
Okay, I think that's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, killer dogs happen, it's a thing.
Gremlins.
I mean,
not Mogwais, Gremlins.
Yeah, right. So, to be honest with you, I've seen the OG Gremlins maybe 5 times in my lifetime, right? It wasn't my bag, baby.
Christmas movie.
It is. The sequel is I've only seen once in college, and I just it took me out of the franchise completely. Right? There's no franchise after that. It's horrible.
Well, be it surprised, they have greenlit Gremlins 3 and Goonies, the reboot, or I think it's a reboot or Goonies 2.
I don't agree with
either way.
Goonies.
Those are Warner Brothers greenlit.
I don't agree with Goonies, but I do agree with Gremlins because Gremlins I think was done dirty in number 2. I'm gonna go with 9 right now. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan.
The Blob.
The Blob's scary as hell. So we're talking about the 80s one, right? Because the 50s didn't exist really, right?
Talking about Kevin Dillon Blob, yeah.
God, man, that movie. So not off subject, but to make it go longer, I have a vivid memory. Is it weird? Like sometimes, and for people listening, for you too, Eric, like do you ever just have like a strange, weird memory for no reason that you're thinking about it, right? It's just a weird memory. And my weird memory is that I was in 8th grade, and we were doing the fall dance, right? And TNT was playing Stephen King stuff all day, right? That's what they're known to do back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And dude, this was my introduction to Pet Sematary 2. This was my introduction to Fly. You know, like I watched these movies all day to prepare for this dance. And the last movie I watched before the dance was The Blob. And, ooh. Oh my God. Now you and I talked about it off air. But the scene that gets me all the time is the first kill with the kid in the police station, man. That's creepy. Love the movie. Love the idea of it. You know, I'm going to go with a solid 5. Solid 5 for right now. Yeah, solid 5. Let's go with that.
It's a good guess, or a good rating there. The Thing.
I mean, come on, that's number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, are we basing this off of the movie, really, or are we basing this off of what it is?
No, you can base it off of however you want. If you want to do movie, or if you want to do monster level based on scare factor, ability, threat, however. This is your list, bud.
What makes The Thing so scary is that you could be the Thing right now.
Maybe
you know
I
what
am.
I mean, like the Blob, you can see the Blob coming, right?
Yeah.
Cujo, you see the dog, give him a treat, a milk bone, if you will, and he'll be happy. Gremlins, you can just kick him, maybe, right? You don't know, right? But The Thing, it could be, pun intended, anything, right? That movie is a horror classic, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to go with 1. The Thing is amazing.
I think that is solid.
That's pretty solid.
All right. The Fly.
Yeah, 2. 100% 2.
Cronenberg right there, huh?
Yeah. Like I said a little bit ago, I saw Pet Sematary 2, The Fly, and The Blob all in one a day in 8th grade. And The Fly, I didn't like The Fly when I first saw it, right? Because it was boring. I didn't quite get it, right? I didn't get it until probably about a year or 2 later when I was in high school, where I really got what it was. I was like, oh, it's about AIDS. It is. That's what Cronenberg said. You know. But no, I mean, come on, dude. The Fly? Oh, God. I mean,
there's a visual. You're talking about visuals you can't get out of it. I mean, The Thing is obviously a big one too, but this is why I think 80s monsters do it justice, right? Yeah. There's so little CGI. It's all just camera work and puppetry and prosthetics. It hits harder.
And the funny thing is that I watched Jurassic Park before The Fly, of course, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know who Jeff Goldblum was. To go from Jurassic Park, Jeff Goldblum, from The Fly a few years prior, it's just night and day difference, right? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. So yeah, Fly 2, 100%.
Critters.
Oh, 10. I don't care.
The knockoff Gremlins. Gremlins and Critters at the bottom of the list. I shouldn't be surprised.
Right. I mean, Critters it's a knockoff.
I was debating about replacing that one, and I'll give you my 2 substitutes after that. Okay. So easy with Critters. Werewolf, American Werewolf in particular.
Werewolf in London?
Yeah.
Oh, 3. Are you serious? Yeah.
There's a few wolf movies that came out in the 80s. I was going with Werewolf in general, but American Werewolf seems to be the one that sticks a bit, right? But it seems like monster movies were getting kind of popular in the 80s. Wasn't the Monster Squad in the 80s too? And
Right.
yeah, a lot of werewolf stuff was going on.
To be fair, I am that one guy though that's a fan that is a bigger fan of The Howling I mean, like American Werewolf, I love because it's iconic, right? It's a great movie, right?
Yeah.
But The Howling transformation is great. I like the idea, the story. Have you ever seen American Werewolf in the past 5 years?
Yeah, didn't
We did Paris.
did we do Paris? Oh, then in that I think I had rewatched London, and
London's not good.
it's not good. Really, the only thing that stuck with it, I think I've said it before when we did that, is that transformation. I still think that that's probably one of the best transformations to date, even with all the technology. But you're right. That movie is
It's bland.
it's got its issues.
The werewolf Nazis make no sense. What makes Werewolf great is the transformation scene, and of course, when he is a werewolf and he's going around killing, and of course, the subway scene. Oh, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
so great. But I'm a fan of The Howling. I like the idea. Have you seen The Howling yet?
Is that Jack Nicholson?
No.
No,
that's Wolf.
That's
Wolf.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen The Howling, and then I'll stop.
The first movie that we reviewed on the
No, that's Howl. Yeah, close. No, Howling's great because it came out in 81, and like the idea is great, right? The idea, the story is a news reporter who's being stalked by a serial killer, right?
Okay.
And the serial killer's like writing her notes, kind of like a la Zodiac, like Zodiac, right? Mm-hmm. And this isn't the first 10 minutes of the movie, and he lures her to a porn theater, and the police, it's all a setup, and the police kill the guy. Right?
Ooh, okay.
So she's stalked. This guy's crazy, right? They kill this guy in a porn theater, and then she decides to go on a retreat with her husband, get away from the city, go into the mountains, relax. And in the mountains is this community of people, right, that are kind of strange, but they're cool, they're inviting. But what she doesn't know is that it's a community of werewolves, and the guy that was trying to kill her, this stalker, is himself a werewolf.
No.
Great idea for a story. Better than London, I feel, in the story aspect.
Yeah. I think I would agree with you on that part. There was a lot to improve on the story part.
Sorry,
so hopefully, no, you're well. I do it all the time in this, and
you
will want to hear your stories, your input.
Thank you.
I'm excited. Are you excited for the werewolf movies that are coming out this year? There's Wolfman. Oh, I think Night Bitch already came out.
The only one I know is Wolfman that's out now, right? It's what's her face from Ozark, and husband gets turned into a werewolf, right? That's the only one I know of.
I think Amy Adams did Night Bitch, and I haven't done any more research on that, but I thought that she was supposed to be some sort of wolf thing. I could be completely wrong on that, but
that's on the schedule.
Know. Is it?
Night Bitch is on the schedule, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll find out when we do that review.
We'll find out.
Where are we next? Oh. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
7.
Or just Killer Clowns in general here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid of clowns guy. I don't understand that fear,
really?
To be honest. I
don't. Even the erection of that movie, or like, there's that Are You Afraid of the Dark episode with like Zebo the Clown? Man. All right, then.
Never been afraid of clowns. I don't understand that fear, but then I'm also afraid of flying, and people say I'm crazy for that fear, right? So we all have our quirks. But Killer Clowns, I've probably seen that maybe less than 10 times in my life, right? It's nothing of a movie. It's really bad. So, but I'm okay with it being higher than Gremlins and Critters.
Okay, all right. This next one, walk with me a little bit on this one, Swamp Thing.
Yeah, okay. That's a movie where the first movie was dark and hard R and just brutal and had something going for it. And then all of a sudden they said, hey, let's put this on Saturday morning and let's make sequels. And they just ruined the franchise. With it being top 2, right? We got number 4, number 6. I'm gonna roll the dice and just say Swamp Thing is 6 because, the rest of the sequels are bad.
Last but not least, on the number 4 slot here is going to be, here, I'll put it in here for you.
Slimer. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Slimer's not as iconic as I thought he would have grown to be.
Really? He's on Echo Coolers.
Yeah, ecto coolers, right? But I mean, like we've had
Active killers, yes.
what? We've had 5 Ghostbusters movies, and he's been in 2 or 3. He's been in 2 or 3 of them. Like he's not in them,
He's
right?
been in, yeah, I think
Right.
he's 3 of them now.
Slimer the character has been more popular because of the cartoon.
Oh no, 4 of them, right? Because
Has
he
he
was
been in
in.
4?
Well, how many Ghostbusters movies? There's 2 the OGs, and
Oh,
then
geez, the lady, that's 3,
we're counting that one.
and then 4 is
He was in both the
the
reboots,
kids,
right?
huh?
He was in both the reboots, right?
Yeah, no, he was not in. He was on the kid one. He was in the Falling Kingdom. He was in the Frozen one.
Yeah, you're right.
But like, Slimer's never been a big character in the movies, right? And that's one of those things where it's like the cartoon is kind of what made him popular. I'm completely fine with this list. I mean,
Well,
Slimer's 4. That's fine. He's more iconic than Swamp Thing.
I'm going to give you a little bonus here. Okay.
Okay.
So you see the list in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 2 more options, and you are welcome. If you're happy with the list, that's cool.
Okay.
But if you would like to replace any of these items
Okay.
off the list for something that is list worthy,
Okay.
you let me know. There's 2 more options. Okay.
Yeah, neither. Chud, screw Chud. Little Shop of Horror. I think I admitted to you on air a few weeks ago or a month ago that I finally saw Little Shop of Horrors for the first time with my wife during
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm completely fine with those being off the list.
They were on the bottom for a reason there, right?
But Little Shop of Horror is not. I mean, that monster is fine, but the funny thing is though is that the scene that I always go to now has been the dentist scene. Like, and that doesn't have the plane in it.
Okay, with the Steve Martin.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of part.
great. It's creepy. It's great. It brings out fears because nobody likes the dentist, right? And what if your dentist was high and cracked out, right? Like, oh my God, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of course.
right? And the plane's not even in it. So, no, I'm completely fine. Yeah, Thing 1, Fly 2. God, yeah, that you can't argue with those.
No, not at all.
God, no.
I think you got a
Perfect.
solid list there, bud.
I think it's a solid list. Do you agree with my list?
Yeah, Gremlins hits a little bit harder for me because I think as a kid, I think I was introduced to that first. Maybe Slimer.
Well, I
But
mean, we do have a
as
2-year difference.
as silly because I grew up on HBO Cinemax. It was my babysitter, and
Mhm.
right around that time, I think like Gremlins 2 was just on repeat,
Ooh.
and that one was way more kid friendly than Gremlins 1.
Yeah.
Gremlins 2 was dang near cartoony.
Yeah,
A
dang
little bit
near it
loony,
is.
yeah. And so I was like, okay, this is fun. And then I was like, oh man, I really like these. This is a cool movie. You know, a little first grade, second grade Eric is like, yeah, this is awesome. And I remember
Right.
going into the first one thinking it's going to be more of the same. And then I was like, whoa, I
No.
was wrong. This is actually pretty violent here. They get crazy. And I
Right.
was like, holy cow. And Critters, I wanted to watch that originally because that in the first Ninja Turtles movie
Yes, this is
the
why you and I are
movie
best friends.
is the movie that Raphael went to go
Yes.
sneak out and see in theaters. And
What
I
is that? Is that a real movie? Yes. You and I are best. This is why we're best friends. This is amazing. Yes, I thought the same way.
Yeah. And so I remember
Yes.
watching that and like, well, this is a weird movie. But again, it's more like a mix of like Gremlins with like the Star Trek Trouble with
Right.
Tribbles.
I'm surprised you didn't put like a Leprechaun on. Well, never mind. He would have been a killer.
Yeah,
Never mind.
listen, no, I went back and forth because a lot of them were, I was just
Yeah.
like, that's more of like, like a
Yeah,
killer.
it's more of a
Because
serial
Predator,
killer.
yeah, because Predator was originally on the list, and I was like, oh, well, I already know that, but it's going to be. But again, like it hits
Right.
so many, different things. Not to say that, like Gremlins doesn't have a video game, right? Or Slimer, anything like that.
Mhm.
But I think these are a bit more characters that live in the 80s realm.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. This whole list cannot survive to the 90s. I agree with you.
Yeah, so that was the idea. Fantastic, man.
Besides the Thing, because the Thing is still alive.
That's timeless, yeah.
Yeah, that's timeless. God, I gotta watch that movie again. I can't wait to screw Riley up when she's like 16 and be like, all right, bud, I'm gonna show you the Thing. And just really screw her up.
Be like,
Wow.
sit down, little girl. We're going on an adventure here.
We're going on an adventure.
An adventure where you're not going to be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
if you're talking to Sarah, you can. I've been having a problem the past couple episodes where I had to pee halfway through, so I'm just going to go do that, and then we can do a show. Is that cool?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.